The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
There's a story that did the rounds on the weekend of a bride who, in her wedding pictures, with her bridesmaids, she flashed the camera in the lineup, and then she did it with the groomsmen as well. And
Top
there's
or
footage
bottom
as
flash?
well. Bottom flash
What, with her wedding dress?
with her wedding dress, so she's lifting up skirt to flash everybody.
Sorry, I can't be honest. I wasn't listening at the start of this break, and now I very much am. Who are you talking about?
His head raised up like a
I'm
meerkat.
talking about your mum. No.
She listens.
Oh, no, sorry, Mrs.
Well,
Luttrell.
that's going to take you a year now to get
Oh,
back.
no.
I'm sorry, you just can't say that.
I'll just give her some money. I'll give her some
Okay,
money.
give us some
but
money,
I
that'll
was
help.
more trying to punish you, but now I feel like that
No, don't miss that
that was
mark.
You
I
dragged
couldn't care less
You
what you
dragged
call
Mrs. Luttrell into it.
Oh, I can't believe it did that.
And your
Oh,
mum didn't,
no.
just because now
Just to
I'm
clarify,
confused, I just
Mum
want to clarify. Your mum
Johnny.
didn't flash at the
No,
wedding, did she?
no,
No,
not at
no.
Nudgee College Chapel,
Not
mate.
that you know of. No.
No, nothing of the sort.
Yeah, okay,
That's how
I
I
was
graduated
confused.
from school because it wasn't through grades.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Again, I'm not joking. Who are you talking about?
Okay, there's a
someone.
bride.
Just
Like,
chick. Just someone.
okay, right.
Was it an
pay
Aussie chick?
attention. Yes, it was an Aussie chick.
Yep.
I'm not going to name names because I thought it was really mean that this was published like online,
Fair
and
play.
she was kind of pitched for everyone to bring it down, because when a news outlet grabs photos of your wedding day and just puts them online, opening up the floodgates for people to just kind of abuse her.
Particularly if she's not famous. She's just a rando. Like, so
No,
it's
she's just a rando who was
Yeah.
having a great time on a wedding day, and now somehow the pics got leaked and the press got hold of it, and they're calling it all sorts of things, which I find really outrageous. Because on your wedding day, that's the day where you let loose. Am I right, Ash? Did you have a bit of a loose day?
Yeah, we had a great wedding.
Yeah, and what happens at the wedding stays at the wedding.
Well, I mean, if there's flashing of the bride, I'm blaming the people she's invited for sharing that.
For putting that online. I know they shouldn't have done that. But, we all kind of do things we regret on our wedding day. A lot of people regret getting married on their wedding day. I regret, we got married, it was 90-kilometre winds, and we had an outdoor wedding. My veil blew off the cliff straight away. But the thing I regretted was I had these massive false eyelashes on, and the wind was pelting them. And I'm trying to look at Jeremy, but the wind's
flapping.
catching them and pushing them up and down like an out-of-control awning. It's just going brrrr the whole time like it was comedic. This poor guy's trying to marry this person with just flappage on a face. That doesn't sound... Don't isolate that.
I think we're going to isolate that.
I've never heard that
that.
turn of phrase before.
Don't you say?
Flappage on the face.
There we
Well,
go.
it's my-
That's a better one.
It was just a cleaner
women
edit,
who
yeah.
have worn... Actually, there's a video of a chick in a convertible with the same issue. You might have seen that doing the rounds where she's
Yeah, I
got the
think
big
I listened
eyelashes and says brrrr. Anyway, that was me. And I regret that on my wedding day. I also regret that I was up the duff on my wedding day because I ended up sleeping during the speeches. But
How pregnant
I want to know how far. Enough to not look pregnant but just look fat.
Go
Like
on.
it was just a really uncomfortable phase where I had this
So you conceived
pot.
in sin. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. But I'm married. Don't worry, I didn't turn Will into a little bastard. I did marry him.
Well, and you fell asleep during the speeches at your own wedding.
Yeah, well, I was pregnant. Like, you got a nap. Anyway, the thing I regret the most is the eyelashes, but everyone has something on their wedding day that they regret. 13, 24, 10. I want to know what you've done during your wedding day that you deeply regret.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So before the break, we were talking about this bride who's gone somewhat viral and is being dragged over hot coals in the media because during her wedding photos, she lifted her dress and flashed her bridesmaids and the groomsmen. And it got me thinking about the things I regret about my wedding day. And I forgot to mention the other thing I regret about my wedding day is where we had it. We had a lot of Victorians flying up because we got married in Queensland because my mum said, if you don't get married in Queensland, I'm not coming. So we had to give directions, which sounded like this. You go over the Deagon Deviation, then you get to the Hornybrook Bridge, follow that. If you've gone to Humpy Bong, you've gone too far, you should arrive at Woody Point. That was our wedding day. Now, my husband... Legit. That is legit. And my British husband, who wanted a string quartet and get married at a chateau in France. Ended up with that, and our music was Chicken George Downs Man because I wanted Jamaican music.
Oh, God.
So anyway, we opened the phone line. So who have we got and what do you regret?
Mandy out of Camp Hill. Yes, Mandy. What happened?
Good morning, guys. I deeply regret wearing my black and white dress.
Oh, black and white dress. Like how? Like was it like
So it
checked
was a
or
black,
something?
Like a black ditch, like a black skirt, A-line, and a black and white embossed sort of top, and a white veil.
Were you trying to make a statement?
Yeah,
Was
what
it-
were you trying to achieve?
Yeah, and put the roof up on your car.
What was that?
Well, it sounds like you're in a cyclone. So yeah, why did you do it?
Well, I thought it was elegant, you know, but now looking back at the photos, it's
Looks
one
ridiculous.
of the deepest regrets, and I had the worst photographer ever. So I've never really done anything much with the photos, but it turns out they look pretty good in black and white. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's a
good
shocker
job.
too. Like if you get the wrong photographer and you hate the photos. I think our photos were good. I can't.
My
pretty sure I've
parents
never-
employed my uncle, and he did all the photos of their wedding day, and the film fell out of his camera into the gutter, and so they lost all their photos.
Nothing.
There's two photos that someone else took of their wedding day, and that is it.
It's so funny you say that because before when you were asking for callers, I thought surely someone's regretted inviting an uncle that's disgraced themselves. Yeah, well, that's
there's
the ultimate
always an
disgracing
uncle.
himself. You know.
We actually regret our best man because he made the most outrageous speech. Someone threw a dinner roll at his face.
What's
He was so rude.
I've emceed a wedding
I've seen
before
some
where
shockers like
where
that too,
where
yeah.
the best man, you actually know him, he got up on a roll, he started talking, and he just didn't. He was being so inappropriate. I found it funny, but it was like at the same time it was wrong. It was
was
wrong, and you see some of the
bang out of
relatives
order.
just like
It was like Penrith Panthers wrong. Like
Get-
Luai, remember he did one.
it wasn't as bad as that. Actually, that was pretty
That was
bad.
bad.
That was.
Well, what happened with that one?
Oh, I can't.
He just went rogue.
Yes.
He went, he wrote a speech, And I thought at the last minute, I'm just going to ad lib.
Yeah, and then he
And
started telling
ad-libbed
stories out of school.
like filthy stuff
Yes.
about going on tour in England.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff
that's right.
stuff that the groom got up to.
Yes,
like
yes,
what?
yes.
Just like bad.
And
Bad.
it ended with what? They all ended up at Diddy's place.
Would end up on the social media.
Yeah,
Even worse.
yeah.
Oh, no.
I wonder
oh,
if
well,
that lady with the black dress, I wonder if she's still married. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bronte, Bronte, what happened? What did you
Hey.
regret?
Morning, guys. So the second last song of my wedding night, I decided to do this stupid dance move on the dance floor with one of my bridesmaids, and I ended up rolling my ankle and then tearing 2 ligaments in my ankle and my
Oh,
foot.
no.
So it was
Oh,
too bad.
Oh,
but do you have it all on video, though? Has it gone viral?
I do. Yes, I actually do have it on video.
And is it on the gram?
No, definitely not.
Oh,
yeah,
no, do it. Make some money out of it while you can. You might as well. Silver
did
lining.
it end the night? Like, was that a hospital visit, or like, what was the repercussions of that?
Well, we were going to go to the hospital, but I was a little bit too topped up for it. So I
thought she'd be
ended up
sozzled.
going back to the unit, icing it, and then I got an ultrasound and the X-ray the next day. Got a put in a moon boot for a few weeks, and yeah, so
Oh, did you go on a honeymoon with a moon boot?
a little bit. We were just up the Sunshine Coast, but there was definitely a lot of laying down, that's for sure.
Oh, well, we don't need to know about what happened at the night time. Hello.
There was just, you just reminded me, Ashley, you know this guy. I'm not even going to say his name, but it was a groom that I was MC at their wedding, and he was thanking the bridesmaids as you do, and he said, "You all look fantastic, even you, Millie,
no.
even you, Millie." And this is the nicest guy in the world. He had every good intention. What he was trying to say to heavily pregnant Millie was
Oh, no.
was even when he was trying to say, look, she had trouble finding a dress because she's 7 months pregnant, and you look magnificent. But how he said was, "You all look great, even you, Millie." And he regretted that.
That was like the time that Kitty Flanagan came in here, and you said to her, you went, "Well, you actually look really good in person."
Oh, Lutz.
Which is a compliment.
No.
I stick by that.
He still maintains it's a compliment. Her jaw hit the floor. It hit the floor.
She's probably done a whole tight five around you about,
Comedy gear. Yeah.
yeah, the moron in Brisbane on radio.
Now, Tash out of Bribey Island, what do you got? What happened to you?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh,
Very
we're
well.
good. Someone sounds like she lives on an island. How are you?
I'm great, but on my wedding day, I was lactating like a wildebeest, and my 13-month-old was our awesome page boy, and I didn't pack enough liners, and then my lady friends decided to come as well, and I had to choose where I was putting my liners, and obviously my wedding dress got ruined from my breast.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
leak-
you're a
leakage,
milk
leakage.
fountain.
Oh.
It's hard.
God, it's turning some
It's
people
not
into
hard.
right
It's
now,
very
not
soft and
me.
smushy.
No, it is very soft and smushy. So, couldn't you? Oh, surely the girls would have had some, like, spare liners
Some
for
tissues
other
or
areas. Tissues
No,
don't
well,
cut
I
it,
did
Ash.
have
No, they don't.
liners.
Oh, just be a water feature.
He was had-
No, it ends up paper
Yeah.
mache, like in your dress. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Just a bit of chocolate
Yeah.
fondue. You
Oh,
know.
I've had
So-
enough
so-
now. All right.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I was in Sydney on the weekend. It was pouring down rain there all
Oh,
weekend
that's disappointing.
as well. And I travelled light because I had to go to a function on the Saturday night with my boy, Sid. And
You look nice. I saw your Instagram.
I had like a full tux. It was a
Yeah.
full tuxedo deal. But when I packed, I didn't have any check-in. It was just carry on. And so I had like, my tuxedo, my white shirt, the pants, belt, and my shoes too, my RMs in the, they took up most of the backpack. And then I was like, I'm going so light on this trip. Like I wore down just the pair of pants that I wore exactly what I wore to work on Friday because I went straight to the airport.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, I just took a pair of shorts
How many undies?
And a Jimmy Jam shirt.
and just like a t-shirt. And that was just to go to the
And
gym
undies,
the,
yeah. How many
the
undies?
hotel had a gym at it. And
He's not
couple
answering.
of pairs of undies.
Okay, good.
Yeah, couple of pairs of undies. But anyway, travelling really light. I'm walking around on the Saturday in the rain, and I've got those pants on, and I was catching up with a mate for lunch at the Wallara Hotel, and Sid was coming to pick me up.
Yep.
But I went for a walk around just before he was coming to pick me up, and I got
By a car.
no, by a bus. A bus came flying along and hit a puddle,
Oh, no.
and it just went all like completely, exactly. And there was you bastard. There were people like in front of me.
Imagine the filming of that.
and
Someone had
behind
filmed
me.
it.
It'll be on CCTV.
It'd be a viral one.
Come on, that'd be great.
It was like it just completely got me.
Was
Like,
this out the front of the Wallara Hotel?
No. I was waiting to get picked up to go to the Wallara Hotel.
okay.
It was somewhere around wherever I was in the CBD area.
In front of a strip club at the Cross.
But
probably.
I'm just completely
Tiffany
soaked.
Lynn's.
in front of Tiffany Lynn's.
And then I realised, well, I'm not wearing. The only other thing I've got to put on is like my tuxedo pants or like my gym shorts. But my gym shorts are like
Parramatta Silkies, aren't they? Still?
They're pretty much like just silkies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not walking into the.
Why not? Lutzi would.
Yeah, no, I thought about it and I went, okay, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I can't wear those shorts.
So you
But-
wore your tux pants.
No.
Oh.
I raced down the road to a Myer.
Yes.
I went into the Myer and I just went flying up the escalators. The men's department, please, level 3, blah, blah, blah. And I just found a pair of shorts that I went, they'll fit. And I got a shirt too. I just went, size 36, thank you. Do you want to try them on? No, I'll just get these and I'll get a shirt as well. Because it was wet as anything too. So I got them, raced up to the room. Sid was already waiting for me. Raced up to the room. I just put my shorts on. I took the tag off at the front, like one of those stupid tags. Where you got to feed the tag back through the.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. You've got to unhook them from themselves.
Took that off. Did the same. Actually, the shirt I had just some like poxy little clip on it that I could
Rip it
take
off.
that off. Put that on. and away we go to the Willara Hotel. Get to the Willara Hotel, and I go get the orders for whatever everyone wants, and I go up to the counter at the bar to order, and there's a group of guys that are 25, 26, and they're going, and I didn't register with me until later. They're going 36. And they're waiting for their meal.
Yeah.
And so I've ordered our chicken burgers and whatever Dave had, and then they've given us the buzzer thing. I've gone back up there, and it was when I went back up there to actually collect the meals. They're going 36, and I'm like, well, 36 must have been delivered now. And I've turned, I can just see they're just pissing themselves laughing. And I still had on the back of my shorts, I had not only like a huge big tag hanging out of the back pockets of the shorts.
Oh, did you have the size of the pants on the tag?
No, I had the big tag out the back of the pants, but then they had this big long sticker.
Yep.
That runs.
Yes, I've done that.
The whole way down the back, and it just goes 36.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.